And we're live. I apologise. I'm still eating my dinner, late dinner. Kids wouldn't go to bed. Joined by GJBricks, and Tasman should be here in a minute. Not sure if Kaz is coming or not. She hasn't replied to my message. So, but Happy New Year to the 2 people watching this stream at the moment.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Here's hoping this year's a better one than the previous.
Fingers crossed. Hopefully aliens will come down and take over the government so we don't have to listen to them anymore.
I'm just thinking of what Kang and Kodos. You're a fan of The Simpsons?
Yeah. I'm watching Rick and Morty at the moment. That's a interesting cartoon, to say the least. Did you do anything good over Christmas, New Year?
Christmas, my parents, my wife's parents came up and saw us. They had to do the isolating and all of those things because they're from South Australia. They come up and saw us, which was nice. So that was a bit different. My son loves his grandparents, and yeah, they're nice people. So that was really good. It was nice to have a few people about over Christmas because we were worried that we were going to have to just stay home and just stay as a family. Were you able to catch up with family?
Yeah, I took my kids up to Coffs Harbour for Christmas, and Heather was meant to join us, but she was coming up a day later because she had to work, and in that day she was a close contact with somebody, so she had to stay behind. And
oh gosh,
so she missed out on Christmas, and I had all 3 kids to myself over Christmas. Blessing.
Okay. Yes.
But again,
yes,
they love the grandparents, so they had a nice time. Her their auntie was up and is working up there as well at the moment. So
okay, that's good.
They got lots of attention and company, so they were happy.
That's a nice thing. So
the weather was interesting. Being a tropical place, the weather was very hit and miss. It rained a lot, unfortunately, but it's that year, isn't it? It's the wet year.
Yeah. It's
for anyone that doesn't know, it rains a lot in Australia.
Well, for Victoria, we're actually getting quite a few late rains as well. So yesterday we had quite a bit of rain. It's
not moving into drought yet.
No, definitely not.
I've got to say, it rains a lot in Australia all the time. Like, you have extra wet years, but there's a lot of rain here. I don't understand why there's drought issues. There's so much water comes from the sky in this country. Just not collecting enough of it.
True. And the further inland you get, the less rain you get. I know my Uncle Chris, he worked at a station, and he had quite a few drought years where that was. Somewhere close to Wilpena Pound, I think it was. He had quite a few acres. We're lucky where my parents are from. It's close to the coast. So, yeah, we're pretty lucky.
So what are you working on tonight?
For me, I've been I've got my shopping centre here. I've been working away at, and I've been able to complete the and I'll try and move my sorry, just a moment.
So you're rearranging your room.
So I've finished the second floor of my shopping centre. Apologies for the light. I had to move that to show you. I'm now working on the third floor. And on the third floor is going to be a big Lego store. So I've working on a Lego store. There we go. That should be a little better. Using whereabouts is the set? It was I think it was a gift with purchase, which I managed to get secondhand. It was one of the Lego stores. I think so. And I'm just canalizing the parts for that, and I will be creating a Lego store. And next to that, I'll have what I'll call Benny's Arcade. I've got a series of arcade machines.
Where'd you get the stickers from for those?
Oh, these are the video tiles.
Oh, right. Good idea.
I've repurposed some of those, and for this one, it would be nice to add a couple of extra stickers on the side. I wanted to have like a Time Crisis game.
Yeah.
At least sort of shoot 'em up one. And
table
I forget.
Foosball.
That's right. I forget the AFOL that designed that. But
that's half the size of the floor. That's half the size of the floor, isn't it?
It's
put it on your floor plan. It's going to take up half the floor space.
Yeah, it'll take a fair chunk. I'm not using this one for the arcade. This one's going to be solely the Lego shop, and on the other base plate, this one here. This one will contain the arcade, and I think I'm going to have a phone repair store as well. Do like a little L design, and then have like a little phone repair in there with just some bench space where people can sit and enjoy a bit of food. So that's sort of the plan at the moment. What are you looking to build tonight?
I'm going to work on the third floor of my Sanctum Sanctorum.
Oh, fantastic!
I've got this the Sanctum Sanctorum workshop set, which I wanted to use on that. So it is meant to be in the basement, but I don't have a basement, so it's going on the third floor instead.
Okay.
Just trying to figure out how to shoehorn that into the space. I was kind of half considering trying to keep the angle that it's got, but that's just going to wipe out even more space on the floor plan. So yeah,
okay.
Scratch that idea. Oh, I know I've lost my tentacles. Oh, there they are.
You found them?
Tentacles.
Yeah. Yeah. Say that 3 times fast.
No Spider-Man spoilers. Okay, no Spider-Man spoilers. Saw it last night though at the cinema with a leaky roof.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. There was a few things I suspected but didn't know, and I was right. Yay! But they just made it even better. So.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I enjoyed it that much. I watched it once with a friend, and then I watched it also with my wife as well.
Did she like it?
She loves it. She enjoys all things Marvel and DC, so it's great watching movies with her.
Excellent. That's what you want to hear. Yeah, my wife's, yeah, she enjoys them, but she's like, she hasn't watched the last two Spider-Man movie yet. So yeah, kind of a waste going to see this one.
Yeah, that'll make it a bit tricky to sort of catch up.
Yeah. Well, she's a Jake Gyllenhaal fan, so I don't know how she hasn't seen the last one yet.
Very true.
June. Oh, Johnny G saying he saw June and Ghostbusters on Monday. What?
All right.
Oh, sorry, June on Wednesday and Ghostbusters on Monday. Nice. Yeah, I like the look of the new Ghostbusters, I've got to say. It's getting good write-ups from what I've read. It fits the old movie kind of perfectly without and sets up for sort of a new direction at the same time. So, which is what you want to hear, isn't it? And June. Oh, I'm on the fence about June. I do like the original June movie, and I like the book, and it does look amazing. Was it good, Johnny G? Yeah, I mean, have you seen the trailers for June?
I have. I think it'll be right in my wheelhouse of movies that I'd enjoy. I like those mythology-based, world-building sort of based sort of movies.
Yeah.
It's just where you can lose yourself in a whole world.
My wife's family were all big on the June video game growing up.
Oh, right. Oh, excellent.
Johnny G says a big screen movie for sure. Must see. Definitely on my hit list. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
No worries. So, for those that are watching, I've been able to find the rest of my second-hand gift with purchase Lego store. This is the top story. I plan to cannibalize this and sort of use this design and incorporating that into my build.
This was needs a little bit of love, but this was my cannibalized Lego store.
Oh, you've got it. Nice.
Yeah. With my pouring brick on top.
Excellent. I like how you pouring bricks. Yeah. You've and made it modular as well. Because the initial one was Dollhouse, and I was like keen to do a full modular.
Yeah, it's got all the interior on it. The pick a brick wall, important.
Would you be able to put that on the big screen so I can have a little bit of a sneaky peeky, get some inspiration?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let's change it to the other camera. Oh, you can see my pizza. Sorry.
Oh, excellent. You've used the space underneath the stairs to have like a little desk.
Yeah,
that's a good idea. Yeah.
The checkout. Sure, got a couple of mocks in the window, train and little cityscape and things.
That's
and then
good.
On the upstairs floor, I can't remember what I put on the upstairs floor now. I built this a while ago. Oh yeah, I've got Voltron in the window.
Fantastic.
Oh, where is it? There it is. And classic space on the right there as well. You can see it more from the top. Yeah, and then all the sort of Lego set tiles at the end. And then I just stuck one of these in there because, like, I don't know why. I just thought that was quite a nice. using one of those clear tiles where you put the, like they did on Ninjago City, putting the clear tiles in there or the smooth tiles in there to make it look like it's some kind
Like
of
a
device or sculpture.
artistic feature or sculpture, yeah.
And then on the roof, the very important pouring brick.
Yes. I like your ideas there. I think I might have to pinch a couple. My main Lego build that I'll feature in mine is this one here. Not Voltron, but I've gone for...
Here we go. Oh, Wally. Good
yes.
One.
So I've had a go at making a Wally build, and this is what I was able to come up with. And I want to display him somewhere within the shop. I'm not sure if I'll put him out the front where people can get photos with him, or I might have to...
Taz is here. Wally was the first Lego set I bought 2 of.
Wally?
Yeah.
It's on my wanted list. It's one of my, I guess, what we call, what is it, Taz? Unicorns. It's one of my unicorn sets.
Oh, yeah, like a unicorn set.
Yeah, to get a big version of this.
That's clever. That's a cool build, though.
Thank you.
Ingrid says hello. Mayo's here. Miss Bricks is here. We were just talking about movies.
Ah, okay, cool.
Johnny G hasn't seen Spider-Man yet, but he did see June and Ghostbusters.
Nice. G'day, Ingrid.
I thoroughly enjoyed Spider-Man.
Yeah, I haven't got a chance to see many of the movies lately. I'd like to. Been a little bit busy. G'day to everybody in the chat. How are you, Adam and Greg?
Yeah, well, thank you.
I'm still eating my dinner, sorry.
I'm having a go, Taz, at creating a floor. This will be the top floor of my shopping centre. Creating a little Lego shop.
Awesome, that's cool.
So this is from the original gift with purchase, and I plan on sort of staying fairly true to this design.
Yeah.
And my my footprint is going to be fairly large.
G'day, Johnny G. How you going, buddy?
Pretty substantial Lego shop.
Yes.
G'day, Miss Bricks.
I'm wanting a good pick a brick wall.
Yeah. I used that sort of top floor pretty well, close enough to using most of it for the little sort of dojo thing that I had above the post office and that on for my layout. Because I was just like, I was being lazy basically. It's like, you know what? It's not a bad color for it. It worked out all right. So it was pretty good.
No, it's good.
Yeah, so saying I'm going to be working on my Sanctum Sanctorum tonight.
Nice.
Trying to get this basement set into the 3rd floor.
Oh, cool. My long-awaited parts order finally arrived. And look, Greg and Adam, the butt of a lot of jokes for a while between us. I know a bit of a, in-house jokes. It finally arrived. Hey.
Woohoo!
Oh,
Nice.
Peril.
What did the wrong Tasman bricks get it? And they have to send it back.
Apparently, several got it. They
Oh,
weren't
gosh.
me. yeah, in the end, it worked out. In the end, it was fine. But yeah, a couple of what do you call it? Had to get a couple of refunds sorted out, and our fabulous postal service was responsible for part of it. For one of the attempts to get it here. But we got there in the end. That's the most important thing. We got there in the end.
Did you have to deal with Lego in order to get it fixed?
No, because because it was purchased or attempted purchases from because it was purchased from other retailers. I was able to get refunds on both, which was good.
So how many retailers did you try? Because like Kmart cancelled yours, didn't they?
Yes, so it was 2 in the end. And then the third attempt, I was that pissed off with the situation that I actually did go through Lego the last time, because it was around the time when double VIP points came up. But for the other 2 attempts, no, I didn't deal with Lego themselves. And this time around, just going directly through Lego, yeah, I paid a little bit more than what I paid Lego's price for it, basically. So yeah. Anyway, I mean, look, it's here. And yeah, it just puts you off, going through the other retailers online, like unless you can walk in store and get it. So, but anyway, it's all good.
I'm glad it's finally sorted.
Yeah, looking forward to building it.
Yeah, I was curious about your customer service because I think you're aware of the first modular that I got.
Yeah.
With the bent plates.
Yeah.
Now, these are the ones that were loose.
Yeah.
In my modular box.
Yeah.
In the police station, and they were great. I emailed Lego. They emailed me back straight away, and I'm expecting to get the replacement plates in the next couple of days. So I'm actually pretty happy with how they dealt with that. Was good.
That's awesome, mate. Awesome. Not awesome that it happened the way that it originally in the box, but awesome that you were able to get it resolved. No, look, I cannot fault Lego customer service. Even if I was paid to try and fault them, I can't. They've been absolutely brilliant. The order that I've just got in today, even though, yes, it was ordered in early December, we were still dealing with backlogs plus Christmas backlog on top. Lego, wanted to give some extra VIP points. They were like, look, we understand. And I just said, look, it was more that it had sort of been a bit of a holding pattern in between getting tracking numbers. And they just said, look, yeah, no, that's okay. We'll look into that. They sent me an email with the new tracking number. And they also apologized and said, we've, credited your account with, maybe $25 of worth of VIP points, which I didn't ask them to do, which they didn't have to do, but they wanted to, try and make amends for possibly something that really wasn't their actual stuff up to begin with. It was for whatever reason, because when you order parts, it's different when you order sets. So yeah, the tracking number that was supposed to get to me originally didn't. And I was like, and all I had was my original order number. They were easily able to fix it all up. Again, cannot fault Lego customer service. They've been nothing but brilliant. G'day, Mayo Hosco in the chat and everybody else. Johnny's in there, Ingrid, Miss Bricks. G'day. Hope you're all well. So, yeah. Yeti's in there as well. He'd be off to, Alabama. Awesome. So yeah, looking forward to getting the tumbler built for sure.
It's a good set.
Yeah. But for now, sorting out some tiles.
Damn, knew that was going to happen. The mirror's one floor higher, one brick higher than my space.
Tiles.
It's going to last you 5 minutes.
Pretty much. Yeah, they've already got their little spots, ready to go, claimed and everything. So yeah. Nice to see the pile of tiles for 5 minutes.
5-minute tile pile.
Let's see some other little parts in here as well.
Talking tiles, Taz.
Yeah.
I managed to pick these up. A friend of ours, Dusty Lego Bricks, or Thomas Davey. He was able to get me a pad cup of bits and pieces that I was after, and
that's awesome, mate. Wow.
I've haven't decided what I'm going to use this colour for, but when it was up on the wall, I definitely wanted some.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. He was able to get some for you.
Yeah.
I just really liked it. It's one of those colours, isn't it? You see some stuff on the wall and you're just like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but damn.
Yeah, exactly. It was like my first thought was, I'm going to have to build some sort of medical centre or some sort of hospital. It just sort of, that was the first thing I thought of.
Yeah.
With that colour.
I think there's some of that colour in the new hospital set, am I right? Or might be wrong on that, but off memory. I would have liked to have. I am going to get the hospital set this year.
It's not as
I was
good
happy
as the
with my
last
January
hospital.
Sorry, Greg?
I said it's not as good as the last hospital, but it's not bad.
No, it's not. It's not bad. I missed out on the last hospital, so beggars can't be choosers. So, I'll have to, get that sorted out before I end up missing it again. Hopefully I won't this time.
I think the price point is not too bad. It's sort of a little bit more scaled down version of past ones.
Yeah, I noticed that when I had a look at the full retail price. I'll be interested to see. I haven't looked to see what Kmart or any of the other, whether Target or Big W, and see what they've done or going to do with it. It's not something look, at a stretch, I could afford to get it at the moment, even at full price, but I'm trying to save some pennies. Give me a sec, guys. Just give me a sec.
I'm having one of those conundrums. I've gone to a lot of effort to build staircases on all the floors, and I haven't put a hole in the floor plan for this one for a staircase, and I'm just like, would anyone notice if I don't?
Just do what oh, hey Drew, how you going, Andrew? Good to see you, buddy. Do what Hoosier does, just stairs to nowhere.
Put stairs in even if they don't actually come through the floor.
Yeah, Hoosier does that. Stairs to nowhere, as Haley says.
You all right, Beast? Sadly, don't have to worry about being gaslit tonight.
Oh,
My little friend passed just before Christmas.
yeah. I know you were. I mean, and I didn't want to mention anything, but you know, seeing as you have, yeah.
I do find myself wondering though, when they cremated him, if there was an explosion.
Oh. Oh well, yeah. G'day, Ocean Blue Bricks. Good to see you.
Hopefully, he's up in doggy heaven laughing at that.
Well, I hope you're all right, Andrew. At least it's Friday, buddy. We've weekends.
Andrew put a picture up on Facebook earlier on. He's building the Voltron lions at the moment, and I said, "Are you going to put the flour on their bums?"
Yes. That's a classic.
It is. It's very funny. That's actually interesting. We've all pretty much got top down, or sort of mainly top down views. There we go. Look at that.
It's a lovely view of your tiles.
And their hands.
Well, at least my pizza's gone.
It's full of tiles. Oh, where are they? Where did they go hiding? Oh, found some. I need more than that one, though.
Oh shit! That sucks, Drew.
What's that?
Drew said he's found out he's got a dodgy heart valve.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Well, hopefully you've got the news sooner rather than later. So hopefully they can do something to help you.
Yeah, mate, definitely.
Pretty amazing what they can do now. But my auntie had a triple heart bypass. I'm like, how does that even work?
Yeah, so is my father-in-law. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like, cause like one bit of your heart goes one way, another part like goes down into a different organ and then brings it back to your heart and then start. It's like, if you bypass everything, how does it get to that bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but fingers crossed, Drew.
Yeah, for sure, mate.
For anyone wondering, Dr. McBrick is doing okay. His surgery went well.
Yeah.
He's recovering at the moment. Got a bit of motor skills to sort of work on, but they got everything out and they're running scans on what they cut out to make sure it's nothing severe that they need to look further into. So
yeah.
So yeah, I said to his wife, I said the motor skills, a bit of Lego will fix that. She said, I think at the moment he probably needs Duplo. I was like, brilliant.
He can rediscover Duplo.
Kaz!
Hello.
Hi, Kaz.
Hey, Kaz.
The gang's all here.
Sorry, just literally taking a swig of my tea when everybody was saying hello.
Hi.
So, what you've been up to? I have watched a very, very short clip just before I joined, but nothing much else.
Oh. I was half expecting you to say you'd watched a clip of Bluey there, Ken.
Yeah, have you watched Bluey yet?
Oh, you're breaking up, Taz. You're breaking up.
Yeah. Wonder why that is.
Oh, that was almost an entire box of grey masonry bricks on the floor.
Ooh.
Well,
I did watch The Tourist recently. That's an Aussie thing, isn't it?
You did what?
I watched The Tourist. Is that a BBC thing or something else?
Oh, isn't that Australian?
Well,
yeah, the ABC.
What I didn't know is who'd made it. I know it was set in Australia, but
I think it's an ABC one.
I
think.
It was all right, a bit gory, but you know.
I don't know. I keep seeing the ads for it, and I'm like, I have no idea what this is about.
It was okay. I mean, I say I wouldn't watch it again because I know what the plot is now, but so it was all right. But I've seen more interesting things, shall we say? But I'm afraid that's the only Aussie telly that I could actually come up with. Sorry.
Well, you tried.
I did.
I've got to say, beyond Bluey, I don't watch any Australian TV.
Oh, keep dropping bloody fire.
So, what are people doing?
Part sorting.
Oh, yeah. I've got to do some tidying because I did a load of building the other day and it's like the place is just tip.
It gets messy very quickly.
It does. Because I've got such limited workspace, I've really got to clear up before I do anything else.
So vibe, but I never do.
No.
I am working on the 3rd floor of my Sanctum Sanctorum.
Ah, still going on that, eh?
Oh, I built a new floor, Kaz.
Get you.
Have you not seen the video?
To be honest, I've not watched a lot of YouTube at all over the last 3 weeks because I've had visitors and then was catching up with myself. So
No, I rebuilt it and made it bigger and added an extra 4 to it.
I've seen 1 or 2 pics on the Instagram. Yeah. So.
Just made it feel like a better scale than it was before. Just having an argument with someone who was trying to be a smart ass on Facebook saying, oh, if you look at it, it's not a corner build. It's like, mate, watch your bloody movies.
Well, even if it wasn't, who cares? It's your city.
I care because he made such a point about the fact that he was right and we were wrong. It's like, no, you're definitely wrong.
I think the mistake was basically engaging with such an arse.
It was one of those people who's like, what was it? Someone had a great phrase for that the other day. It's what was it? Someone who's like too ignorant to know they're wrong. Yeah. They're too arrogant to back down, and they're too ignorant to know that they're wrong, or something like that. So there's a word for it. Yeah,
sadly there are quite a few people around like that.
Yeah. Yes, there are. I think one of them runs your country, doesn't he?
I was just about to ask the same.
Is that what he?
For varying values of run, yeah.
Yeah, one of them runs this country, so.
I bought a cheap bottle of or a bottle of cheap fizz the other day, and I'm saving it until the day comes when Bojo has to go, and then I'm going to drink a cheap bottle of fizz to celebrate. I wouldn't have bothered buying an expensive bottle of fizz because he's not worth that, but I'm just like so utterly sick to the back teeth of the man that I just want to do something to mark the departure when it happens. And to be honest, I haven't been able to kind of sort of see the light at the end of the tunnel for many, many, many months. But the other day, when all these new party allegations started coming up, I'm like, I'm going to go and buy that champagne now.
It's funny, Kaz, you said yours is Bojo, ours is ScoMo.
Yeah.
How good was that picture I sent you earlier on, Taz?
Oh, I was crying laughing on that one.
It was his wife's birthday, and someone's photoshopped the picture of. He did a quite sweet card, and someone's gone and photoshopped it, changed her face for his face, and made it all about me.
Funny that. There seems to be kind of a recurring theme with these people, doesn't it?
It's funny though.
There we go. New term: ignorant. Definition: people who are extremely ignorant yet are simultaneously extremely arrogant. Example:
Ignorant.
people who think they know more about science than scientists.
Perfect.
You're ignorant. You're ignorant.
Absolutely perfect. The other person that I really, really enjoy following on Twitter is Susie Dent, who does the Dictionary Corner and Countdown. And just about every single day, she comes up with this amazing word that's usually like several centuries old and nobody's remembered, that exactly sums up the current situation with our shitty government. It's really funny. And it's words like ignorant. I mean, that's just a made-up one, but there are others that are still in the dictionary, but nobody uses anymore, that just perfectly sum up what the hell's going on. So, not that any of them will take a blind bit of notice of her. Does give the rest of us a bit of a laugh. So,
has Dokovic been deported yet?
beg pardon?
There's a big thing at the moment over here with Dokovic.
Oh, I know. Yes, I just didn't hear the beginning of that sentence. All I heard was "is deported yet." I'm presuming the answer is no.
One of those damned if they do, damned if they don't situations, I think.
Oh, I know what I meant to ask you, Greg. Have you heard from how Mike's been getting on?
Oh, it's funny. I said that just literally seconds before you joined the stream.
Ah.
The surgery went well. They got everything out. They're running tests on it now to determine if they need to do any sort of further work in terms of the tumor.
Yeah.
And then he's recovering at the moment. He's in intensive care, which is expected given they drilled a hole in his head to get it out.
Yeah.
He had a pipe installed to relieve the pressure in his head, apparently, because of where it was.
That was again
Which,
not that out.
yeah, one of the biggest worries was removing that hose. Actually, was one of their biggest concerns.
Yeah.
His wife said to me his his coordination is slightly out. So I said, "Oh, some Lego will fix that." She turned around and said, "It's more likely to be Duplo."
Oh dear. Duplo's still cool. I'm sure he will work.
Oh, it's great.
I know
for cleaning gaps.
We've been fortunate enough to sort of catch up with Mike before he went in for his surgery and everything, and he knows that a lot of us in the community, pretty much all of us in the community, are thinking of him, and yeah, speedy recovery.
Indeed.
He did tell me that him and his wife, once he recovers, are planning to come over to Australia for a visit. So,
oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be very welcome. Well, providing the Aussie authorities are letting anybody in.
Yes, very true. Hopefully, he's able to come in. No dramas.
I think he'll be all right. There we go. Have you bought any of the new sets, Kaz?
I have bought the two new Chinese New Year ones, the Lunar New Year sets. I've built the the Habitats effectively one. I haven't built the other one yet, but I'm hoping to in the next few days. And I got Monkey Kid City of Lanterns, which I'm saving until I've done my tax return, because otherwise I'll never get my tax return done. That is my carrot.
Good carrot.
I did the same last year with Ninjago City Gardens, and it kind of worked. I didn't get a fine, so that was all right.
That's because you're self-employed.
Yes, it is because I'm self-employed. But I suspect the tax return will be considerably easier this year, because I've in the tax year in question, there was sort of when everybody was furloughed, and I wasn't furloughed, but I didn't have a lot of work, so there ain't a lot to talk about.
It's funny, a strange thing here in Australia, everyone has to do a tax return.
Oh yeah.
Such a pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, if you've got an employer, you don't need to bother. But
over here, you do.
Mm.
Self-employed or employed, you still have to do a tax return.
The government just doesn't like anybody much, does it?
No.
Can be the only reason.
What? I've got the Pink Panther in my head. Random.
Have to do the
No
bloody thing.
copyright infringement.
I've not done any YouTube videos in ages, but I'm honestly wondering whether I should bother.
What was that, Kaz? You haven't watched any YouTube videos?
No,
for
I
a while.
haven't made any YouTube videos in ages, but to be honest, the amount of effort required versus the people that actually bother watching is so different that I'm wondering whether to bother or not.
Now, you know, Kaz, if you made it a YouTube video, you know I would watch your video.
I'm sure you would, Kaz.
That's why we're mates, Kaz.
I refuse to be guilted into watching other people's stuff.
Oh, an extra one.
I get my report from my iPhone sort of every week about my screen time. I do wonder what some people's screen time report looks like. Like how much time they must spend watching stuff.
Yeah, but see, I sometimes put stuff on in the background while I'm doing other things as well. Like I'll still glance over, and it's mainly just for noise sometimes, you know, if I'm just building and something like that, rather than just having music on all the time, you know, I'll have something else on.
Yeah.
Actually, weirdly,
I'm the same, Taz.
Yeah.
I enjoy just a bit of a light chatter and banter.
If I'm honest, the thing that stopped me watching most YouTube videos is the fact that my iPad will no longer run the YouTube app because it's too ancient and it refuses to load now. And I used to watch a lot of stuff on my iPad because it was really easy. You could sit there for 5 minutes while you were, you know, having a cup of tea or whatever. So now I've either got to fire up the laptop, which if I'm doing something on the laptop anyway, I don't want to do it on the laptop particularly, or the telly, which is again, you know, more effort, or I watch it on my phone, which is easy enough, but it's got a really tiny screen.
Mm.
So I've basically, I was sitting there the other day thinking, why don't I watch so much YouTube anymore? And I think, yeah, that's definitely a reason, because it was just so easy to do it on the iPad, and it was a reasonably good picture size, and therefore you could see what was going on, whereas, you know, you can't see half the stuff that's happening on the phone.
Taz,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you one of my little secrets.
Yeah.
when my wife and my son are out and I'm home by myself, I grab my my phone and I'm able to
There could be
cast.
kids watching.
Yeah, cast YouTube to the big screen, and I put on Lego content, get a Lego set, and set up in the lounge room where I'm not allowed to build. So,
So I hope your missus isn't listening to this.
oh, she's not a Lego builder.
I could maybe do that.
Secrets out.
The other thing is, I'm not sure if my phone, if I'm casting from the phone to the telly, whether I can do anything else with the phone.
Probably not.
Because that's what I usually do. You know, in the past, I'd be like noodling along on the phone doing something different. But now I've basically got to sit and watch a video or nothing. Yeah. So, anyway, that's my little rant. We don't want to hear anymore.
No, I'd like to use more. I've got an iPad. I'd use it more, but my kids have a habit of stealing it.
Oh, it's annoying, really, because the iPad is what? Probably 10 years old, possibly slightly younger, but not a lot. And yeah, it's a bit slow compared to the new ones, but if the apps kept working, I would be perfectly happy with it. There's nothing really wrong with the hardware apart from the fact it won't use the latest operating system, which is why all the apps are giving up. You know, I can't see that the video from YouTube has changed in the last 10 years sufficiently for my iPad not to be able to play it anymore. It's just balmy.
Yeah. Yeah, that gets annoying.
In Apple's defense, though, your devices tend to last longer under Apple's ecosystem than under Android.
Maybe, I don't know.
A few people in the chat there, GJ. Peter Harper and Clicking Cliff. G'day.
Oh, Mr.
Hey, g'day.
Harper. Hello, I was meaning to send you a message. Pete's one of my best mates from the UK.
G'day.
Right, I've cleared sufficiently. I can start building. Woohoo!
What are you going to build, Kaz?
Well, have you seen my recent additions to my my fairground?
Yes.
That I've been putting together. See if I
Saw it on Instagram.
Yeah, so I got Santa literally on Christmas Day brought me a massive pile of bulk Lego. A friend of mine had found some up the road from her house a few days prior, on some local community, WhatsApp or something. And this woman basically said, "Come and get it, or I'm going to give it to the charity shop. You can have it for nothing." And there was a lot. There was like 5 boxes of the stuff. She is a Lego fan as well, so she had a good pick through it. And then what she didn't want, there was still about 1 massive box left, or it turns out to be a bag. And she lives in London, and I wasn't going to see her for quite a while, but her and her partner come to friends for Christmas, just for Christmas Day, who are not very far from where I am. So Christmas Day, we basically had to go out for sort of half an hour, sit in a lay-by, wait for them to turn up with this big bag of Lego. But it was really worthwhile, and it was a good selection. And I've basically been sorting it for some time since then. But the only thing that survived was the big chair-a-plane ride thing from one of the Heart Lake City sets, which is here, if you can see. If you want to put me on the big screen, I can explain a few additions.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Taz is usually the one that tells me off for that.
Yeah, so basically I've kept it pretty much as is, apart from I've added another load of bars at the top so I can add 3 more chairs, because 3 didn't seem like enough, I didn't think.
No, I agree with that. That's what I want to do to my daughter's one.
And then there's an awful lot of colours going on in this thing, so I simplified things a little bit. Originally the seats were they had this bright light orange colour on them, and then of course they were made from mini dolls, so they've got the the little panel piece that the legs sit in and all that sort of stuff in bright light orange. And then there was a load of teal everywhere. And I thought, well, there's already 6 flipping colours on this, and teal makes it 7. So I decided to cut it down a bit by changing the colours. And then, of course, you couldn't get on and off the thing. So I've basically added a little loading platform around there. With
my kids' immediate response when we first put that together was to go wee as fast as possible. And
yes, I've done that once or twice as well. But basically, I need to put a bricklink order in for more chains to fill the fit the seats, and then I've basically made a watery Ninjago type block so that it will go in the.
They do shorter chains than that, don't they? You could like do the staggered effect.
Well, I thought about that, but actually the short chains are really quite short, and I don't think that the minifigs will sit in it very easily. At the moment, they've got quite a lot of room for the arms. But the short chains really are very, very short. So I decided to go for the longer ones. I'd need to buy more of either sort, so I thought, well, might as well have the bigger ones. But then there's still enough room underneath for all the other odds and sods that I've been saving. Some of it was from the Funfair People Pack, I think. And then there's another couple of bits, like there's the claw machine there, and the air hockey table. I think they were both designs from Robin Hood Bricks, but I built them so long ago I couldn't remember where I'd seen the design for them, and they've been sat in a box waiting for some real estate to put them on for some time. And then I've got 2 more bits left from that same box that I want to do something with. One is the little castle here with Brickley, so I thought that could be like a little mini land for them to wander around. And then that fairly recent coffee cart as well can go in there. I might take it off its wheels because it does make it look rather tall. I don't know, I'll think about it.
Pete, that link's for you. Yeah, that would be cool. I think we've
but then the other thing I've done is I've finally put the bonsai tree on a water base. It can be got out really easily again, although I've destroyed most of the brown sort of little plinth it used to sit on for getting the struts for this thing. I won't tip it up so you can see it anymore because all these ruddy 1x1 things will fall out, which is a pain. But I just thought it'd be nice as a little end to one of the key sides so that you can sit there under the tree. I might put some seats in, actually. That'll be a reasonable addition, wouldn't it?
I was going to say a couple of benches around it would be nice. Someone fishing off the end. Yep,
all that sort of stuff. So I'm basically going to try and put together the quayside bit for this dragon and the coffee cart to sit on now. So that should be cool.
So we've lost Aussie Adam.
Yeah, fabulous broadband internet at its best there, GJ.
And he's back. Oh, his black screen's back. There we go.
Hello.
His t-shirt's back.
G'day.
Apologies. The internet just randomly cut out.
We've heard that before.
Yeah, that's it. Blame the crappy NBN. Actually, ours is really good here now. They put, excuse me, they've installed fibre on our street.
It's lucky devil.
Yeah, the joys of living in the city.
I'm going to take this half cup of cold tea away before I knock it over. Because it will happen.
You're not going to drink it?
No, take cold tea.
Sorry, excuse me all. the volume's gone. I've lost audio.
It's the NBN saving your bandwidth.
Yeah, like the audio makes much difference on that score.
I know, right? I feel like having watched the movie of Spider-Man, they had washing machines in this area that I'm building out. I feel like I could do with a couple of washing machines in here. I'm like sort of building the basement on the 3rd floor.
Got to keep your clothes clean, matey.
Well, just a little nod to what they were doing in the TV show. So,
G'day, Highlands Bricks. Hope you're well. I should really be building something, shouldn't I? I really should.
Or sorting something.
Well, I got my part. Well, I've got the tiles sorted, and the rest of the parts that I've got. But
Hey, you can start your tumbler.
yeah,
You waited 6 months for it to arrive.
oh no, it feels like 6 months.
Spider-Man.
I'm sort of keen to build that the crane, the Lego City little mobile crane set that came out this year.
Good set.
Yeah, it is. It's very cool.
My Kmart still has it in stock apparently, although they just haven't put it on the shelves evidently. And neither has the Kmart at Burwood.
Oh, okay. They'll catch up eventually.
I'm not one for the artwork sets, but I did pick this one up because I'm a big fan of it, and it was half price.
I'm still on the lookout for the big one with the you can build the spaceman out of.
Oh yeah, not the world map. The I know what you mean. God, that world map looks so boring.
I haven't yet seen that one going cheap enough for me to jump. A friend of mine actually did the world map where she had whenever she had friends come to visit, she would get them to help her build a bit, which I thought was quite a nice way of doing it. So they'd maybe do one section at a time, and then she said, "Oh, it reminded me of all my mates that came and helped," which I thought was quite nice.
Yeah. That is a nice idea.
All right, well, my arm got twisted. I shall build.
What are you building?
The crane. Yeah. It is a cool set. My daughter's slowly, but she's finishing the houseboat set. So she's building it as is, and then I'll convert it into a floating restaurant.
Yeah, that's on my list actually. It looks quite nice, doesn't it?
It's a cool little set. Bigger than what it appears on the box and also in the images. I didn't expect it to. I thought it was going to be a smaller, vessel, boat, whatever. And I'm impressed. It's good.
Yeah, they sometimes end up like that, don't they? Weirdly.
Yeah, well, because when I first looked at it, I thought, okay, well, it's going to be a small floating restaurant, but I can still make it work.
Yeah.
And then when I actually looking at it, like, holding the set and going, this actually works to my, this is a good thing that it's larger than what it appeared to be, because, it's not going to be a battle to, help the set breathe a little bit, if that makes sense.
He's back.
Sorry about that.
It's all right, Adam. We feel your pain. Well, I do. Greg's got that awesome fibre. You and I, unfortunately, we don't.
And I checked mine last night. It was 110 megs a second.
Just rub it in, Greg. Rub it in.
The upload speed was 50.
I think we need to get more hamsters on the little tread wheel for ours, Taz.
We do, Adam.
I think we need to get a few more.
Yeah.
It's,
I think we need to retire the current hamsters and bring in some new hamsters.
Some new ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be a good plan.
I reckon it's going to be.
When's it going to happen?
Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Can't keep getting away with the shit they get away with.
Yep. 24.
Oh, hey, but they did make it that you can fire people in religious schools for their sexuality, you know.
Oh.
It's a nice thing to do.
There you go.
It's important, you know. I feel like that's made everybody's lives in this country better. Not. Anyway, let's not talk politics. This isn't a politics channel.
Online instructions. I seem to do better with online instructions rather than the old Manuel.
As long as it's not one of those animated ones they do, because I find them a bit distracting.
Yeah, no, not 100%. Not really a fan of them, but I don't mind the other alternative at the moment.
Have you folks tried the build together instructions?
No, not yet.
It's only on a limited number of sets now, but I gave it a go over Christmas. And
Oh, yeah.
we built the bookshop. There were two of us built the bookshop. And if I'm honest, I think it was one of those things where, you know, every time you get one of the little coloured boxes that there's a call out for you to build a little sub-assembly, and then you put that on whatever you're building with the regular instructions. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So like you get 3 or 4 parts, you put them together, and then you add them to your main build. Well, the stupid flipping order that they'd got for doing this build together the bookshop had us make every single one of those tiny sub-assemblies first from both parts. So there were 2. I mean, if you were building it together with just the paper instructions, there are 2 books for that set, because one is the bookshop and one is the house. But no, what you do is you basically build every single one of these flipping tiny bits and pieces. Sometimes you have to build half of it and then give it to your mate, who then completes it. It effectively had us open every single bag all at once. Well, not all at once, but by the time we were about a quarter of the way through, every single bag was open. So you've got to keep your wits about you about which parts are which for which bag. If you stop building midway, you've then got to make sure that you don't lose any of the parts or any of the sub builds that you've built. And it was just ridiculous. I'm thinking, okay, this whole concept is fair enough, but the build order that we were asked to do just made it ludicrous. And
They must have got the intern to do it.
Why did we do it in this order? And then, of course, about, you know, we'd done at least half the time of building, and then we built the top floor for each building, and then we built the middle floor for each building, and then we built the bloody ground floor. I'm like, this is just bizarre. I couldn't fathom what the hell they were talking about and why they chose that order. Anyway, that's my other little moan.
So you wouldn't recommend it?
In all honesty, I don't think I could recommend it, no. At least not in its present form. I know they are, you know, it's still in a sort of beta type scenario, but at the moment I would suggest it's probably best not to bother.
Noted.
And hopefully it will improve, but at the moment it was just not a good experience. And there was another option, the other set, that there aren't many sets at the moment that you can actually do this build together thing for yet. Another one that I've got yet to build is the fire station. And I appreciate that they're trying to make all these things so that if you're building as a family, you may have people of different abilities going, doing things. But what we were building, the modular, was an 18+ set effectively.
Yeah.
And therefore, but they still insisted on, having one piece for the really simple sets that you build as a sort of 8+ or something. They'll give you maybe 2 or 3 things at a time to put on. And there were many steps in this whole experience where basically you only put one thing on at a time. And if that wasn't bad enough, basically it told you what part to find. So you found the part, and then you had to hit I found the part, and then it told you where to put it, and then you had to hit I put it where you're supposed to put it. And then it was like, so it was 2 button presses for each step for one piece at a time.
So, Kaz, was there a particular place you were happy to have Lego shove the app? In particular,
I'll think about the best place for them to shove it. I'll come up with an answer soon, I'm sure.
If they're telling you where to put the part, it's like, I know where you can put the app.
And yes, that was another example also where I was having to use my phone because the poor old iPad was too ancient to run the app. Now, you can sit there squinting at a phone. Okay, you can zoom it in by pinching it, which you can't do with the instructions. But another thing we found really difficult was the way they'd rendered the pieces. One side only of the when you were basically trying to find the pieces that you were going to be putting on the model next. Anything that appeared on the right-hand side of the screen, that appeared to be where the light was coming from in this render. And so it would frequently look like the wrong colour. So you'd be looking for something which was light bluish grey, and you really needed dark bluish grey. But if that piece had appeared further along the line of things that you needed to find, it would be fine.
Someone made a comment on one of the groups the other day that they were like, "Oh, I built this set and was missing pieces." And I said, usually what I find when I'm missing a piece is what I've actually done is the color reproduction in Lego manuals is not the best. No. And I've used the wrong color piece in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And if I can track back to where I did that, I can usually find the part that I'm actually missing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then several other people popped up and said, you're right.
So there was quite a lot of frustration with that experience, as you may have realised.
Talking instructions, has everyone had a chance at trying to do a mirror build?
I have indeed, yes.
Yeah.
That sounds like he enjoyed it.
What
great fun.
What I'm going to propose to
mirror.
Yeah, what I'm going to propose to Lego, and I need to email them, is that the corner modulars and sets that often people do mirror builds, that they generate extra instructions online that we could access. I think that would be
pretty good shout.
Good customer service.
I think you're right there, Adam. Yes.
The only one I've ever done was the fishing store I did as a mirror build, because just where I wanted to put it at the time, it didn't fit very well the other way around. And it was okay.
Yes.
It was the first one I'd done. It was quite a complicated one to do first, but it worked all right. But I'm seriously considering doing the boutique hotel the wrong way round. Again, because
And-
where I would put it in my city, it will just look much better if it's that way round.
Eventually, when I get more of a city happening, I can see myself wanting to do that at some point.
Mm.
And I've watched some people do it on stream, and I would find it very difficult. I think I'd have a hard time with it.
Actually, the one thing about the hotel is, unlike many models where you can just literally flip everything and it will be fine, there are, I think, 1 or 2 angle plates, wedge plates, that only come in the one way round that I'd need to replace. And I'm quite prepared to do that. I mean, I've probably got them in stock, so I wouldn't need to get them specially. But if you are thinking of doing that with the boutique hotel, that's one caveat you might have to look at.
Yes. Put in a list of additional parts that you may need to purchase.
Mm. I think most models you're probably fine and you won't need to buy anything, because I think there aren't many buildings. You know, if they're just a straight line or whatever, then it's almost certainly fine that you can just put them down the other way. But because of that weird old angle that they've got going on, then they do need to potentially buy other bits.
G'day, Big Nate in the chat. G'day.
G'day, Nate. I'm building a part that I think I'm going to go back and revisit. You know, when you do that, I'm building this in the sanctum. In that set I had originally, there was the back wall here, but behind the window was at an angle, and I'm sort of trying to flatten it down so it looks like you're looking through into a scene.
Mm.
But I think it's one of those. I'm doing a first pass because I've never done something like that. So I'm going to have to come back and revisit that, I think. But I think it's going to work. I think it's going to work. Hope so.
Hope it's going to work.
I know it's going to work, Taz.
What could possibly go wrong? Oh no, wait.
Oh my.
You're still humming that tune, boy.
Is that or Bluey?
Did you watch Veranda Santa with the kids this year, Greg and Adam?
Of course. And the other one. What's the other one? The pool party one.
Oh, that one's awesome. That one's funny.
I read my son the book.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we've got that. We've read it quite a few times. It's a popular one. Got the Father's Day one as well. My dad's the best, or Dad's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that.
I'm not sure why Mum's never read that to them.
Should we get the violins out?
Yes, Kaz. Yes, we should. Well deserved.
Timber.
Drat. I'll just change a load of things over because I decided I was going to use one of these grill plates on the top surface which now means I can see the support pillars underneath, which are bright orange. So I'm going to have to change those out for something else. It will look wrong otherwise.
Yeah, I've been trying to track down the new sets. Not that I'm buying any/many of them, but I've seen a few of the city sets on the shelf, but the crane one's not there yet. Oh, Adam, one for you. What do you think of that? The Friends street scene or whatever it is, the big long street that they've released.
Oh, the Friends modular, but not a modular.
Yeah.
Looks quite cool. I'm hoping to get that one myself.
Me personally, I think that has lots of mock potential. I'm quite a fan of the Friends sets, and in fact, it's not that particular set, but I'll try and yeah, I've managed to buy another school. I've got 2 of them, and with some pab parts as well. I'm planning to make an actual modular school.
I think that's what Triple D Honey was doing something similar, possibly there, Adam, as well. Yeah, it's. I can see why people are doing it with that particular set. It's very cool. I like that set.
I was thinking of making it 3 stories, and
Nice.
I was wanting to add a spot for a principal and assistant principal, and add a few extra classes. And of course,
cool.
I'll need a staff room.
It was on sale the other day on Amazon. I was tempted.
Yeah.
$60, I think it was.
Yeah.
I picked this up for $69.
Not bad still.
Much better than the one they've just released for the town, the city.
Oh yeah.
How much is that one?
They've sort of shot themselves in the foot with that road plate, haven't they? They're like trying to get everyone to get as much of the road plate as possible by including it in every possible set.
It's working for me at the moment. I need them.
I know, but it's impacting the quality of the sets because they don't want to put the price too high, but
yeah. Make them more expensive.
I know I've got this piece somewhere. Where is it?
Sort your drawers better.
Pardon?
Sort your drawers better.
You mean sort my drawers?
Yeah, great. Sort them better.
Yeah, right. Sort them. Not just sort them better.
Yeah, box that needs sorting.
One's drawers can never be too organised in my book.
I've got 4 boxes of classic bricks that are still in boxes that need to be sorted.
All those
But
raw
no excuse to
materials.
say I've not got enough bricks anywhere.
Yeah, they're never the right bricks. That's the problem, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Whenever anybody says, but you've got all these bricks, I'm like, yeah, but.
They're the wrong bricks. They're Lego, aren't they? Yeah, but they're not the right bits of Lego. Is so true, Kaz. So true.
Oh, there we are. We're doing all right so far.
Oh, that's cool.
Castle.
Nice.
Nice.
When I see the little castle, Kaz, my first thought is for a golf course.
Crazy.
Yes, crazy golf.
That could work very nicely.
That's not a crazy idea.
Boom, boom.
Oh, what is this? A 1 by, what is it? A 1 by, oh, sorry, 2 by 6. Have you seen this? I think this is new, yeah, for 2022. The 2 by 6 light bluish grey tile.
That shape of piece has been out last. It came out last year in one of the shopping streets, but the colour might be a new one for this year.
That's cool, though. Definitely, I should be ordering more of these. We're not cheap at the moment, though, but I should be.
I was going to say those won't be cheap.
No, I have to wait a while.
Oh, sorry.
Well, thanks a lot, Greg. Yeah, really? Thanks, Greg.
Keeping you up.
Shocking.
Sorry. I'm got chronic fatigue at the moment. Doesn't matter how much I sleep, I'm still exhausted. I'm not gonna lie, it's exhausting.
Boom, boom.
I should lock myself away for a week and just sort stuff.
Thought you were going to say lock yourself away for a week and sleep.
So did I. Yes, that's what I thought. It's equally not a bad shout.
It's not bad. Not a bad idea.
I'd love to do that, but I've got 3 children.
Those pesky kids, huh?
All right.
So, hey, bag 1 finished already. For me, that's good. Doing all right. There you go. That's bag 1 of the crane.
Oh, you smashed that out. It's pretty substantial. Come.
Thank you. I believe I'm getting better at, set building, which is probably sad to admit, but, Getting there. Oh, bag 2 looks big. Oh.
You can do it, Taz. You can do it.
Don't know if will I get through it tonight? Maybe.
There we go. Mounted the caravan and giving it a little door as well. That I just happen to have in the pot.
Yeah, man.
Ta-da. So not much to do apart from give him a step so he can get out and then add some water.
Bye, Mayo. Have a good night, buddy.
Bye.
I'm not going to last
Thank you,
much
Mayo.
longer.
What was that, Greg?
I said I'm not going to last much longer. I actually have a lighting kit to use in this as well. That'll be a challenge.
That's something I decided never to get into because the slope is very slippery and very steep.
Well, I've decided to do it for some main things. I'm not going to do it for everything. Can't be bothered. When I look at Bricks and Bills, and his is amazing, but I'm just like, I just don't have patience.
I must confess also, the wires sticking out everywhere just, I don't know, they just don't look great.
This is the extent of my lighting kits.
Seems to work.
It's just one of those little light boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam, likewise. My limit of my lighting at the moment. Actually, that's not strictly true. I've got some stuff that's good. I've got the full light and sound kit for my Ghostbusters Ecto 1.
Oh, nice.
I need to install that at some point.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. It's going to be epic when I do it. I might do that this week, actually. Another copyright infringement.
Will Greg ever learn? I think not.
I ain't afraid of no copyright infringement.
Maybe
I am really. Don't give me a copyright infringement, please.
So maybe you should be. Haha.
I'm so tone deaf. There's no way they could.
No way they could possibly think that was any way attuned.
Yeah. We thought that was Mission Impossible. No.
You just have to excuse me. I'll put the screen down, but I just need to go out and grab a part. I won't be long.
No worries.
Did you leave it in the living room?
It is.
Well, we don't know, Greg. That could be code for needing to go to the Thunderbox. We don't know.
He's leaving a trail of evidence, though.
Hopefully not from the Thunderbox, Kaz.
Indeed not.
Thunderbox is on the minute.
Yes, I need to. I'll be putting the brakes on spending on sets for a while, I think. Parts seem to be, the necessity, but I like getting sets, and, my backlog's actually kind of manageable at the moment. It's not too bad.
Oh, like I said to you, I need to sort through my backlog and sell some of it, I think.
Well, yeah, like I said, you let me know when you're ready to do that.
Mostly older stuff, though, so...
You mean code for not necessarily cheap.
Yes, that one.
Damn it. It still depends what you have. We'll have to catch up.
I actually discovered the other day I had a whole Lego creator house to build.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Not selling that, sorry.
Damn it.
Those creator houses are worth keeping.
They are.
I think that looks too bad. You reckon? Why?
I like that floor. Yeah, it looks cool.
Can we see it a bit bigger?
Just wonder if it needs. I'm just wondering if it needs a bit more colour.
Ah, cool. We've got a few more people in the chat there, GJ. Cy O'Connor, Lumberjack, Miss Amby, g'day.
Yeah, I'm sort of wondering if it needs a bit more colour in it.
You're going to tile the floor and not worry about tiling?
Oh, it's the third floor. You don't tile the third floor, do you?
Tile all the floors if I'm tiling them.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't look bad.
Do you know how many floors I've got to do in this building?
Heaps.
Well, a few more because you've added some.
I think a bit more colour and it'll be all right. It's all right for a first pass. I mean, it's meant to be like another realm, so it's sort of dark and dingy, as per the...
That's your excuse, is it, for not doing...
No, it's the original build. It's what the original build had. It was all sort of dark grey and... Where's the box? Yeah, it's that bit on the box there. See, where is it? This bit over here. It's that bit. So,
Vaguely.
which is that bit you see through the mirror here.
Oh, okay.
So I've tried to sort of flatten that down because I don't have obviously the space behind to put it at an angle. So sort of trying to build up that other realm, otherworldly thing. Do you reckon I should open that now?
To do what?
I don't know. It's like I bought it and haven't built it.
Well, you should certainly do that at some point, but it has to be now. Anybody's going.
I mean, it was 30% off, so got some figures in it I wanted. Lumberjack, g'day.
Oh.
So, hello. I think I already said, oh no, Miss Amby, hello.
So yeah, a big weekend this weekend. People going to Brick Fair, Alabama, in the US. Should be pretty cool.
Hopefully wearing their masks.
And of course, the weekend just gone, we had Brickvention here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Oh, did that go ahead?
That was like.
It did, GJ, and we have someone on the panel who actually did get to go there.
Yay! I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, my COVID certificate, the one that you scan in with, needed to be updated. I had the original certificate and showed the person the certificate, but it wasn't attached to where you scan in. So I spent about an hour and 45 minutes fixing that problem.
Damn.
So that was very frustrating, to say the least.
So hang on, isn't that just from the Medicare app?
It is. The issue being, which I later found out, because that you also need the MyGov app, but I'm already employed through the government, and there was some issues with my password, and then also there was some issues with my Medicare number, which we since figured out what the issue was, and were able to fix.
Sounds very tedious.
Yeah.
It was very tedious. It was an hour and 40 minutes of me not using very good language and trying to stay away from everyone else, so people weren't hearing me not using very good language.
You're on the phone still
we
going, I'm
got there
trying
in
to
the
go to a Lego convention.
That's right. Exactly. But I got there in the end. It was fantastic. I got to meet our friend SRTV. Briefly, I got to see the brick shelf. He's an Aussie builder. He did
awesome.
the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle mock.
Oh, I saw that on
Is
Instagram.
that the
Looked
one
really
with
good.
the subway underneath it?
Yeah.
That one? That's very cool.
He got third overall. His build was excellent. He was very busy chatting with a lot of kids, so it was just simply a wave and move on. But next, to chat to him.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll do the Sydney one.
I hope so. I hope you get the Sydney one.
I've only been to it once because it's all the way out in blooming Penrith or whatever it is. Like even for me,
Right.
it's like an hour and a half drive.
Yeah, roughly the same for me. Coming from country Victoria and driving into Melbourne, where they had it was sort of closer to St Kilda.
But the Brick Vention's a lot bigger, isn't it, than the Sydney one?
It sort of happened out of necessity. They've done the conventions at other locations in the past, and they've had to use this one because it's much bigger. And what they're able to do is use that to their advantage as well. Stagger the times people coming in and out, and sort of more room to move, which was good.
That makes sense. Yeah, it'd be good to try and go to a couple of events around Sydney this year, if they're on. If being the main word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to. There was one not far from where I live, where Henry was last time. So I said hello to him, but
Cool.
which was quite good. It was a good show. It was very packed in, I have to say, but it was good. Amazes me how many sellers there are actually at those things.
I was looking for a lot of bargains, and it was with the sellers. It's not so much that, but if you're looking for that unicorn set and had a bit of cash, it's more. I found the sellers were more accommodating for that. A lot of those retired sets that you just desperately want, and also the minifig sellers. If you wanted to get certain minifigs, you definitely could find them. I I quite like looking around.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it a night there. I'm feeling quite exhausted again.
It's all right, mate. No worries.
So, it's been fun. Our first stream of the year. Yay.
G'day, Simon Moss in the chat. G'day, g'day.
Oh, hey, Simon. Sorry. Timing's everything. No, it was a good stream, guys. It was good to see you all.
Yeah, it was good to catch up, mate. It has been a little while.
Are you doing a stud and a dud tomorrow?
We are doing a stud and a dud tomorrow, 9 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. If you'd like to join in, come and hang out with us. Don't know exactly what we're going to be up to. Probably just a bit of a catch up. Our first show for 2022. Over on YouTube, Stud and the Dud. That's us.
Well, hopefully we'll see lots of people there. I will do my best to drop in.
No worries.
Yes. I'll be there.
That will be awesome, Adam. Looking forward to catching up with you.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Again.
I've
Again.
I've been able to secure some good husband points, so I'll cash them in.
Oh, awesome, mate. Looking forward to it.
What did you do? What is your secret?
My secret? Yes, dear. Okay, dear. I'll get that sorted, dear. That's pretty much the standard.
That's it, eh?
You are so right, dear.
That one
I was
one
wrong,
too.
dear. So
All right,
I was
guys.
wrong again.
Well,
Bye, everyone.
we say hello in the morning and hopefully same time again next week.
Awesome. Bye,
Sounds
everyone.
Bye.
Bye.